peaceful college city of Davis, California, darkness found its way in.
It was the most horrific, depraved murder I've ever seen as the district attorney in this county.
Chip Northup and Claudia Maupin, unimaginably stabbed in their sleep.
That's 128 stab wounds. Has anybody even had the strength to do that?
There were no fingerprints, no DNA, no suspects. Until a chilling 911 call changed everything.
What are you calling to report, sir?
Well, calling all true crime fans, that was a peek inside the latest 48 Hours podcast. It's called 15, Inside the Daniel Marsh Murders.
In this 6-part series, 48 Hours correspondent Erin Moriarty digs into one of the nation's most chilling and notorious crimes at the hand of a 15-year-old teenage killer, Daniel Marsh. And Erin is joining us now to tell us all about it. Great to be back with you, Erin.
Yeah, I love seeing both of you guys. Thank you very much for talking about this. This is chilling. I think sometimes people don't want to know that someone like Daniel Marsh exists. But I think what's comforting about when you listen to the podcast, there is an amazing interrogation done by a FBI special agent. He did one of the best interviews I've ever heard. And he not only helped solve the case, he got young Daniel Marsh to admit what he had done, but he helped prosecutors convict him because of the information that was in that interrogation. And you hear a lot of that on our podcast.
So, Erin, this was back in 2013 when this murder took place. What is new since then? Do we need to worry about this Daniel Marsh?
Well, I don't want to just say you have to worry about Daniel Marsh. I think the reason why we do stories like this is one of the main things that happened in this podcast and in this case is that California started changing laws to make it to give young offenders a second chance. And the reason why that matters in this case, there just may be people, according to, of course, the victims in this case, there are young people who cannot be rehabilitated.
Right.
And Daniel Marsh is the perfect case to raise that question. One of the most important parts of this story is that California passed 2 laws that gave Daniel Marsh a new hearing, a new chance of getting out. And so it raises questions. He will be eligible for parole in 12 years. What do you do with someone like Daniel Marsh? Do you keep him in all his life? He's now in his mid-20s. Yeah. What do you do with someone like this?
It is terrifying. I don't want to give too much away as people are watching, but what did they uncover? I mean, it could have almost just gone unsolved. What did they uncover about a motive for this horrendous crime?
You are so right. It would have gone undiscovered. He was so careful. He put tape on his shoes not to leave shoe prints. He wore clothes so he wouldn't leave any DNA. Remember, he's 15. And if you want to call this a motive, it was a thrill kill. He wanted to know what it was like to kill people. And when I think about it in a way, I think he felt he was in some dissecting class, a biology class. That's how he treated these victims. 2 people he didn't know. Wow. 2 people who were loved by their family members. 2 people, who then, because they were killed by a stranger, investigators started investigating their family members.
How horrible.
What Daniel Marsh did was terrible.
Erin, I actually watched, the trailer, and it was disturbing. Does it disturb you? Do these things keep you? You're entrenched in murder, Erin. Do these things keep you up at night?
Scott, it's interesting. My friend, former correspondent for CBS, Richard Schlesinger. Both of us always said that what we do is we focus on the heroes in this case. We don't focus on the crime or the person who commits the crime. We focus on the victims and what, the bravery they show to try to let the public know how he needs to stay in prison. Or the investigators like the FBI special agent, Chris Campion, who did one of the best interrogations I've ever seen. That's where we focus. And I feel like these are important stories to tell.
Yeah. I mean, true crime has always been fascinating, but it's really having a moment. I mean, it's just exploding, especially in the podcast world. What do you think it is that it keeps us just just fascinated by true crime?
Well, I think it's two things. One is I think people are really interested in the legal system, and I think we're training great future jurors who will ask more questions of the prosecution. So I think in part it's because it's our criminal justice system, and I think people are interested in it. But then sadly, I also think that this is a very divided country, and the one area that people can talk about are these high-profile cases, and they can argue about it and still stay friends. I think that's one of the sadder things. But I'm just happy for people to talk to each other. And if they learn something from these cases and they are better jurors, I'm happy with that.
All right. Should I fly with Richard Schlesinger or not?
Well, you can. I've been too scared to. I hope he doesn't see this.
I
He won't see it.
I trust Richard.
I'm just
I love
a little
Richard.
scared. I love Richard, but I don't know if I want to get up in the air with him.
We love Erin. We love you, and we can't wait to follow the podcast. Thank you so much for being with us on Great Day.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. And you can listen to the first 3 fascinating episodes of 15 Inside the Daniel Marsh Murders right now on Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your podcasts. New episodes drop each Wednesday through October 1st.
Fascinating. It's just really fascinating.
Yeah.
All right.